So uplifters, today I really had to drag my ass onto the gym because I was extremely tired, I was extremely full of food, I'm still kind of sleep deprived since I really couldn't, get back at my normal schedule in just a single day. So today I went down after my dinner, I was extremely full, again I didn't really want to do any high pulls. So I just decided to work on my mobility and in my squat bar positioning over my back, since as you know it kind of tends to lean slightly lower on my left. So as you can see, I did a lot of stuff for the shoulders today. I'm not gonna really wanna cut or do anything, I'm just gonna really speed it up. I tried to work throughout the whole and the full range of motion as much as I could, really feeling the muscles, stretching everything out as much as I could. And really it's important to actually have a rest day or an active recovery day in which you try to really feel your body. I went there, I put on my headphones, I put on chill music with not a lot of volume. I really would have loved to have actually like slightly less strong lights, just to have a different type of mood, since today it was extremely mellow, extremely relaxed. And as you can see, I'm doing a lot of behind the neck stuff because it's really important to actually strengthen your positioning of your arms behind the neck, since when you're squatting you're creating the shelf, and for me it's one of the stuff that I'm actually struggling with. So as you can see, I'm literally just playing around with the bar. And as I said, it's important to have all of these moments just because you can really feel your body, you can feel your muscles, you can feel all your tendons, your ligaments, how they are moving, if everything is okay, if there is any type of pain that you might want to address, and all of this stuff. So all I did was just played around with the bar. When I got tired on my back, I decided to do some bended joint mobilization for the ankles, which should actually help. I'm not sure how much they are doing. I actually feel like they do help with my right one. However, with my left one, I believe it's more about the fascia and how tight it is on my calf. I'm not sure. Again, I'm just trying stuff out. But again, I just went down. I spent half an hour like this. It was extremely nice. It was very comfy. I just listened to music. I was there in a good mood. I checked if all of my body was right. Since yesterday I deadlifted decently heavy and I didn't really have the best recovery, both regarding food and sleep, especially sleep. So as you can see, I'm playing behind the neck press, trying to see how does it stand over me. As you can see, it's decent, although it's still not perfect, and also the shot that we're seeing from isn't exactly the best. I'm gonna move it when I'm gonna actually play with the black bar, which is the main bar that I actually use. Then I went there and I decided to do some behind the neck pull-ups. I just did really a couple of them since I feel like I'm still not strong enough in that position. So I found out another way to actually try this stuff. I tried to hold it there, but as you can see, I'm not strong enough to go full range of motion. So I tried to actually do some architecture there. I did some pulls to see if everything was okay, some unilateral. Really, I just went down and I just played. I just played. It's like when you go play soccer with your friends, you just, you pass to each other, you're chilling there, you're not really doing anything. And that is what I'm doing, because the more time you spend with the barbell in your hands, the more you touch it, the more you get comfortable with it, the better you're gonna be. I mean, you see I'm kind of stretching there. Really, there is really not much to talk about. This was like a date with the barbell on a Sunday night. It was pretty romantic. But I just practiced some moves. Mainly everything was the behind the neck. That was kind of the theme of today. I also wanted to foam roll, but instead I recorded some videos and I spent like half an hour to an hour recording all of that stuff. And it went nice. I had some nice speeches, I believe. So you can see that right now I'm trying to engineer myself in order to be able to actually pull behind my neck in some way, shape or form. And you will see that it won't really go too well. I really hope that I actually move the phone. I'm sorry that you're seeing in such a weird position. However, as you can see, I went down, I kind of thought about it. I was thinking if I could pull decently from there, and I said, okay, yeah, it should work. I'm gonna come down here and I'm gonna pull kind of behind the neck. This kind of simulates lat pull down behind the neck, which is what I would use, although I don't have it and I'm not gonna buy it. That's dumb. If I had to buy something, I'll definitely buy a new squat rack, since I'm really getting mad right now. See, after I noticed that thing that I can't unrock the bar decently, it's really living rent free in my head. I'm really mad about that, but I can't really do much about it. So I did some of that stuff. I then moved there again. I stretched a bit more. And by the way, this is at like 400% speed or something like that. I did a single arm curl. Really, it seems dumb to see, and you might think, what is this guy doing? Why is he wasting time? But I don't really feel like it's wasting time. I'm spending time under the bar. I know that it's under the train every day. However, I do count this as active recovery. You can't really train hard every single day. Right now, I had a couple of days in which I didn't really sleep a lot. My nutrition wasn't on point, so understand that I'm not in my optimal regime, so I really can't do optimal stuff. I can't do my high pulls today, can't do anything. I'm not even sure if I can do RDLs tomorrow due to my lower back, because it's sore. It's not sore in a bad way, it's the muscles that are sore, so I'm okay with that. I did some blue raises, really slow, paused. I then did them unilaterally. As you can see, the mobility doesn't really look too bad, so it's weird that I tend to pull back on my left side more. Then I went and I washed my hands because the insides of all of the plates are kind of dirty, and I don't really like having my hands dirty since I usually touch all of the stuff around me. So, I don't really like to dirty stuff up. So right now you're just hearing me and it's kind of embarrassing. But I really, oh, there we go. Now we're gonna see the most interesting part in my opinion. I'm gonna move the bar and I'm gonna do some unrock and re-rock. There is a quote that a friend of mine really likes, which is, don't practice until you make it right, practice it until you can't make it wrong. And it's something that I really live by, although it wasn't really the main theme of today. So you see, the bar is decently on the back there, and I was doing low bar, I believe. I did low bar everything always, besides in the last moment. So the bar is really feeling nice, so all of these movements are actually working, they are helping. I'm playing around a bit with the grip, since I also have to kind of get used to staying under there. But in general, my rack is feeling more and more solid. Here I wasn't exactly centered with my body. I was more towards the right, so that the left was going actually down a bit more. I also need to actually wash the barbell up because it's extremely dirty, and also it's not a top-notch one, so I believe that it's kind of rusting in some places. I did some fake squats because, as you know, I can't really squat. And you can see with that when I squat, I usually tend to go down towards the left, and I don't really understand why. I hope that doesn't really happen, that won't really happen. So here I took the lacrosse ball and I started basically decompressing my left back and my left shoulder and my left lat. And that actually gives me a lot more mobility. So there is a strong correlation in my opinion. So we'll see that before it was okay, and right now it will feel even better. Now it's perfectly balanced, and you can see that the elbows look the same, the grip is the same, and that is something that has value. There is value in me using the lacrosse ball over my back to kind of release some of the fascia and have a better bar positioning on my back. Because look at this is perfect. If you look at me a couple of weeks ago, you will see that the bar is really low on the left. So really, I actually am fixing it. I'm not gonna say it's fixed, since I still have to see if it actually something bad happens, while I have some weight on, while I am actually doing some reps. But I'm fixing it, and I'm extremely happy about it. So that is it for today's video. See you guys in the next one.